So I have a little bit of an issue. That issue is complete lack of space. I have manga sitting here. I have figures from videos there. Loads of figures over from here. I created this shelf before out of pallets, and that sorted my Funko Pop issue out, but now they're completely overflowing again. Even though I have sold some of them, the ones I don't really care too much about. I have a big pile of boxes, and behind them boxes and magic cards is a big pile of manga. Pokemon cards, anime t-shirts, me boom arm, stuff from a previous video. I originally got these bookcases on top of here where all my Funko Pops used to be, in order to get all my manga on that, but now it's overflowing. You can see figures are starting to overflow and get quite cluttered everywhere. I have a list of manga in the back there which is not organised or quite read yet, and I can't quite get them on the shelves properly. Then we also have this shelf where I've got some of my non-anime stuff. I've got my Final Fantasy Cloud there, as well as the High Wind, which the cats keep on jumping up on here, knocking it over, and it has been broken a couple of times. Right down to some of these things, like into here. These Loot Anime Crate things are actually, so these are part of my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, once every 1,000 subscribers. See Funko Pops and all that in that one. This one, we just got a load of stuff, mugs, socks, keychains, little figures, lots and lots of stuff, which will be going to some of you once we get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. But in the meantime, I have to solve all this issue out. The space, there literally is just not enough space. I need to sort it out, and I do have one solution. I have bought 3 more of them awesome bookshelves, to which one will go up here. It means I'll be able to organise the section better, possibly get some manga on there or some of the finals on there, just make it look a lot nicer. And the other 2, if we come around to my desk, yes, I do have this set of drawers underneath here and these couple of little bits here, but 2 of them bookcases will actually fit nicely into here. I've measured it out. There'll be enough leg room still because it's quite deep. I'll be able to hide a lot more of the cables. Stuff like this will go, like the power brick will go into this side. I'll be able to reorganise that side a bit more, and hopefully that'll create a whole lot more space. The only thing I'll have to do once I get the bookcases up, I might have to get like an acrylic sheet to go over it so the cats don't come over and be cats and destroy some of the stuff, because they're just cats and annoying. Hopefully that won't be the case. Hopefully they won't do anything like that. But it's always best to protect your stuff from stuff like animals, just in case. So what I'm going to do, I am going to bring in the awesome Eve. She is going to help me build these bookcases. We'll get them in place, we'll get things organised, and hopefully it solves all the issues. Hopefully. We never know. We'll manage it as we go, but it should definitely help out a whole lot. So Eve has her tools, getting all her tools ready. I have mine, got my electric screwdriver in there, and of course the hammer and everything. So we are all ready to go, aren't we now? First we're going to start opening the very first box. Get this thing open, get everything laid out, and then we can start building. Now we need your little screwdriver.
Oh, my hammer's in it.
There's the instructions of what it is. Let's get all these bits out first.
But on those ones you have the hammer.
I'll put that on the floor to protect it a bit.
Make sure it's nice and flat. Why they're not going down?
Hammer them all in. So it's getting there. That's half done. Eva's nicely making sure all the little wooden dowels are nicely hammered in. Well done, Eve. So that's one shelf built. Eve is now abandoning me to go and watch her cartoons and her shows. So this is going to be the test. We've measured it, we've double measured it based on what I have and what the measurements the guy said on the order as well. So this should fit, it should be snug, but this should actually fit. And it doesn't fit. So the sizings I've been given were completely wrong, because we had it worked out that there was like a centimetre spare, but it was like half a centimetre over. But let's see if maybe just the desk sagged a little bit. But we'll have a look, see what we can do. Hopefully we can get this sorted, because that goes and destroys the whole plan. We can't get this sorted, but just sand down the bottom of the bookcase just a little bit in order for it to get in. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know how it goes. So just a quick update. I've had to look at it. the boxing that says that these are 75 centimeters tall, and I have a clearance of about 76. This one measured it. This one is 76 and a half. So I'm going to hope that's just a manufacturing issue, and once I open the one, I'll try that one out, see if that is the right size and goes underneath it. And if that works, then of course I'll do the other one, and this one can go on the top where the Funko Pops are, on top of that cabinet rather than underneath. Fingers crossed that it's just one issue if one of these has been a little bit taller than it should be. If not, I'm going to have to get the sanding, because I'm not sending them back, because I need the space. I need the space. So I've just had a eureka moment, as well as a how silly can you be moment, all in one. And I will show you why. The other shelf here, which I've started to put together, as you can see, I've not got the back on it, I've not got the top on it. And there was the eureka moment. It's going under the desk. I don't need the top on it. So even though every single one of these is 76 and a half centimeters, if I take the top off it, I can just slide it in like that. Luckily, that didn't take me too long to figure out, because that could have been a right hassle. I was tempted to get in touch with the guy. I think I'm still getting in touch with the guy, saying, just to let him know that it is actually bigger than the box shows and what he's shown, to sort of have people know. I can make this work for me. I can keep the top, and if I ever move or change position around and stuff like that, I can just put the tops back on, and then they'll be perfect again. Let's crack on building. So they both actually do fit under there. I'm going to need to move the wires in the back, get all that sorted. Of course the little drawers are getting in the way a little bit, so the left one needs to go in first properly. Then the right one, all the wires are behind the right one, so I need to remove all the wires, as well as my keyboard cable. It kind of just gets in between it, going under and out. So I need to work that out. As well as the bottom bar for the monitor stand is a little bit more closer to us than I thought it was. So at the moment, that is about as far as that goes back, which I would like it further. But luckily enough, going to the back, so you see there, I've still got about an inch or two there. I can try to push the whole thing back and then move everything back. So slow progress, but it's slowly getting there. It's fitting in. Of course, I didn't have to put the tops on the units, which saved a little bit of time, but it was also a bit of a hassle with the back panels not quite matching right. So that caused a little bit of cutting down and stuff like that. But, oh, it's getting there. So just a quick update in between here. I'll show you where I am currently at. So I have both now in. I've put on an LED strip going across there. This is basically just ones I had spare, so it is a little bit chopped together and put back together in the middle there. But it does the job. Not super bright, but when it's a bit darker, that'll just help illuminate stuff a little bit better when I'm at my desk. I've double checked the space when sitting. There's not as much footroom as there used to be, of course, but there's still more than enough, so I'm not kind of like too squashed up. Got the cables a bit more better managed around there, and to the back of the computer, I have now started getting all that sorted. Just need to get them cables you can see hanging there sorted and all tied up. I've got lots of cable ties, and I've got a full box of, there we go, so I've got a full box there of all white cable management system stuff. Get everything onto them shelves, and of course once everything's on them, I can get the one over there behind us, get it up on there, get all that sorted out as well. It is taking it longer than I thought, but stuff like this just aches me. Just being on the floor, hands, arms up, just aches my shoulders and that, so it does take us a little bit longer. But it's getting there, I'm happy with it, and we'll be showing the final result very soon. So it is currently the next day now, and still grafting away on it. But I will show you where we're up to. As you see the shelf here, as you can see here, this shelf is now a whole lot better. There's still lots of room for improvement. I could get like the acrylic like stands in here, the shelves, that make it go up a little bit more, to give a lot more space for the figures. But there is definitely a lot more space there. We'll go around to the main shelf, main area. So yeah, lots of more space for manga, a little bit over here, and if we go down here now, I've got lots of manga now put into here. It is slowly getting there. The lights looked really good last night. There's definitely enough leg room. So now I just need to finish tidying up all of our mess that's around the area, reorganise some of the figures to give them a bit more space, reorganise the Funko Pops because the space is up there now. I just want to reorganise them so it looks a bit nicer on the videos as well, rather than just a full wall of My Hero Academia. I'm going to let some of our ones sit in there. Right, so that is essentially it. It's as much as I can do for now. As you see the back there, that is looking great, as mentioned before. The front here, all lights on, looking very nice with, like I say, lots and lots more space there. lots more expansion. We go down, see the desk is all nice and tidy and sorted. Funko Pops all rearranged. There's only a few hidden behind the back there, so I don't have a full amount of space, but more or less all of them are there. Loads of space on these shelves underneath for a lot more expansion, so a lot more manga can go into there, little figures can go on the tops and sides. That little section there where I've got the power brick behind, I do have a few little bits coming for the controllers and other little bits just to make sure it sits a lot nicer. I get all the wires all nicely tucked away. I'm going to get another one of these like pencil drawers as well, and I'm going to take one of the wires and hook it up through the back of it so I can charge my phone. When I charge my phone, it'll be hidden away, which would be nice. So yeah, I am happy with that. There is a few little more bits I would like to do and like to sort out, but it is slowly getting there. It's create this just by adding these just by adding these 3 shelves to the areas has made a ton of space, whilst at the same time not compromising on space for my legs and other things like that, and it still looks nice, so that's the main thing. My name's been Daniel, this has been Twisted Geek. Hope you have an awesome week. Cheers.